What's going on, guys? This is Tati, aka Fruits of Living. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to remind a few of you that watch my channel, usually spiritual people, because I talk about spirituality a lot. But the big thing I want to talk about today is how this trap of spirituality can actually keep us stuck. It keeps us stuck for so long because what happens in the spiritual game is that we start to believe that we're beyond some of these patterns, that we're beyond the laws of physics, right? We start to think, I'm just gonna think my way through this problem and then I'm gonna be pain free. As if somehow we were the exception to the rules. Like we could somehow bypass pain and suffering. Maybe suffering, because I know the Buddha said that attachment is the root of all suffering, but that's for another topic. Anyways, so what gets us stuck here, guys, is that we're in our heads too much, and we think that we can work our way through something mentally. And there's a time and place for that, but a lot of the time, most of the time, almost 90% of the time, your problems are to be resolved by taking action. In the spiritual community especially, the topic of surrender comes up a lot, and it's like surrender and this surrender and just surrender. But it's not surrendering and like giving up and just laying on the couch and like not doing anything. No, it's surrendering into action. Like, what is your life actually asking you to do? And then taking steps towards those things that your life needs you to keep momentum going. But the problem is that we get stuck and then we don't do anything. We don't take action. But we live in a physical reality, and the name of the game is action. So that's the name of the game in this reality. We have to take action for things to line up. Yes, and one of those actions can be meditating, but you're not gonna meditate all day unless you're a Buddhist nun or just Buddhists. Usually are the people who meditate all day long. And if that's your thing, awesome, cool, keep that going. But even the nuns and the monks, they have a schedule. They have a schedule that they keep up, that they take action towards the thing that they have to do in order to reach enlightenment or whatever thing that they're trying to actually get to. Right? So for you, the thing would be, what is your life actually asking you to do, right? Because when we're actually moving through these pain points or a difficult time in our lives, what we tends to happen is that we get stuck and we don't want to take action. And then we stand around way longer than needs to, and that's what can keep you stuck, right? So really figure out what is the action step that I need to be taking here. Am I to and get down a pen and paper and write down what do I actually have to be doing, right? And then start taking steps in that direction every day. Stop worrying about the past, the future, and your only thing is right now is, what are my action steps that I need to take? And those things inevitably take you into out of the past and into the present moment, because action is in the present and it can only be done in the present. And it brings you to this present moment. And sometimes your body's gonna resist. It's gonna play out things, and it wants you to keep you stuck. And it wants you, some days you're like, I don't feel like working on this project that I know I should be working on, or I don't feel like going to the gym, or whatever it is that you need to be doing. But that's when you teach your mind that you are beyond these patterns, that you are beyond these past addictions, right? And the only way to do that is to take action in the present moment. It sounds so simple, right? You're like, well, yeah, but it literally kept me stuck for years in the spiritual path. And I know I can't be the only one. I know many of you are going through the same thing, because I hear it and I see it. And you know what I would just do? I would just lay in bed all the time and just hoping that something will change, because I'm like gonna positively think my way through this problem, which is absolute nonsense. You can absolutely bring in positive thoughts, affirmations, and talk to yourself nicely. I'm all for that. But the problem is when that's all you're doing and you're not taking action. And that could be a trap in of itself. And that is what kept me stuck for years. Not taking actually any action, and then wondering why my life wasn't changing. It's when you combine both of these things, and when you become present, when you start taking action, your mind automatically just becomes more positive, because you're in the present. You're more in the present moment. And when you're in the present, you're not worried about any other past addictions or future timelines. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching my video today. Please take a comment down below, hit me a like and subscribe, and we'll chat on the next one. Blessings.